Hi, Professor, and everyone. I'm Jiaming Liu, one of the Master of Science of Business Analytics students, and you can call me Joy. Yeah, and it's my honor to do the presentation here to everyone. First, let's start. Uh, Here is a brief introduction to the problem we are going to resolve. The first part is the question. The question is you are trying to answer the following general questions about movie gross box office receipts. What is the relationship between a gross box office revenue and other movie related parameters? How does this relationship vary across different years? To answer this question, let's see the data first. The data here are some movie-related parameters, variables, and what we should know is our target variable is the variable called gross box office. This variable shows the profit of this movie. That's our we call it I think maybe a dependent variable. And in the second sheet of our worksheet, our data, here is the data description, and we can see there are explanations of the parameters. And our job is to do data analysis of this dataset. First, let's go into the visualization part. The first part is to answer the relationship between some movie-related variables and our target variable, gross office profit. Sorry, gross box office. And I choose to uh, build some regression models by tabular. I choose to show the regression trend line to observe the relationship by analyzing the deviation of the correlation is the squared R. Actually, we can find there is some relationships of the variables and our uh, target variable. The relationship is we can find that there is not very strong positive linear relationship between gross box office and estimate budget, between gross and max screen, and between gross box office and opening screens. This means these three variables are not very related to target variable. And what's more, we can find there is now very weak positive relationship between target and movie length and number of weeks. These two are not considered to be the huge one. And finally, what's more, we can find that there is a strong positive linear relationship between gross box office and the opening weekend, and we can find that there is a weak positive linear relationship between gross box office and movie length. This is meaningful. This means we can say gross box are affected by opening weekends hugely, and what's more, the movie length has no relationship between with the gross box office. And in the second part of visualization, we do analysis about the variable effect on gross office changed with the time. We find that the opening screen and weekends and opening weekends, these two variables achieve a lowest point at 2007 here. On the other hand, we can also find that there is a lowest point of the gross box office in 2007. As a result, we could say that the decreasing of the opening screens and opening weekends made gross box office get a decrease as well in 2007. And now, let's move to the conclusion part. Our conclusion is there is a strong positive linear relationship between gross box office and opening weekend. And we can find that there is a weak positive linear relationship between gross box office and movie length. To the time analysis part, the decreasing of opening screens and opening weekends made gross box office get a decrease in 2007. That's all. Thank you for watching. I'm Jiaming Liu. See you next time.